Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing how to analyze a Bazi chart if your daily master is a Yin Metal called Xin in Chinese, looking like this, born in the spring season. So let's begin by sharing some personality traits of a Yin Metal person. It not only applies to Bazi chart for daily master of a Yin Metal person, but also it applies to Bazi chart if your daily master is something else. But Yin Metal plays a very strong and dominant role in your Bazi. For example, your birth month is September, which the dominant element for September is a Yin Metal. And in addition, you have a Yin Metal showing up on the top row, which makes this Qi very strong. Then you also have a very obvious trait of this Yin Metal characteristics. I'll use two main words to describe Yin Metal people. One is pureness, and the other is high-end pursuit of high standard, high quality. How that will show up in a person's behavior or personality is that they will almost be to the point of compulsive nature to drive for perfection. They will pay a lot of attention to details, every single step of the process to make sure the outcome will be perfect or meet their high standards. So it can play both ways. So Bazi is all about realizing and be aware of your own strength and play to your strength. So in that case, it's very hard to change who we are. So it's a matter of finding a career choice or doing something that actually requires that type of attention to detail and drive for a high quality result type of skill set. And then you just naturally, it's easier for you to deliver and be successful. And also Yin Metal people, they are very picky. What I mean by picky is, unlike the Yin Earth type of people, right? They're very high EQ, they're sensitive, they care about people's feelings. Yin Metal people are picky in terms of the type of people they hang out with. They're not gonna be the easygoing, like, I'll hang out with you and be nice to you. I'm not saying they're not nice, I'm just saying they're very choosy in terms of who they surround themselves with. And is that person knowledgeable enough, or is that the same social status of myself? That type of a kind of a selection process. But good or bad, that's just their natural tendency. But going back to analyze the Bazi chart, the Yang Metal and Yin Metal, in terms of similarities, because they're both metal, so in inner self, no matter what, they have this metal trait, like very unshakable. The core is super steady, and when they have a goal in mind, they will just do whatever it takes to get there. Unlike some water, like myself, I'm a strong water person. It's like go with the feeling, go with the flow, and maybe sometimes it's too easy to change course and change your mind. But metal people are very steady, so that's a good thing. But in terms of differences, Yang Metal, it represents this unrefined raw form mineral we dug from mountains or underground. So out of all the 5 elements, its number one natural friend is Yin Fire, because Yin Fire will help refine the unusable materials to reveal its core precious metal inside. But Yin Metal is different. It's already this very shiny and pretty and precious, like gold or silver. It doesn't like more fire because it will run the risk of melting it and turning it into something unusable. So out of all the elements, Yin Metal's number one natural friend is Yang Water Ren. How do I explain this in nature? It's like the gold rush period. How did people discover all this gold nuggets in the river? It's using the power of yang water to rush away the sand and dirt in the riverbed, then you can reveal the gold inside. So that's kind of the same natural image to mirror this relationship and preference for Yin Metal. Its number one natural friend is yang water. So throughout the 4 seasons, the Bazi chart really likes, for Yin Metal, really like to see yang water showing up in the chart, unless it's winter-born people, because that means this winter-born already has a lot of water in it. Then you don't want too much of water because it might sink and bury the little delicate metal. But if you have the right dosage and right quantity of water, is typically a preferred element in metal people's Bazi chart. So going back to individual months, so if your birth month is February, the main qi in this Yang Wood type of earthly branch is like Yang Wood, Yang Fire, and Yang Earth. All of those are elements that will drain away and reduce this Yin Metal's energy, because this Yin Metal is like a delicate scissor, right? You pair it with a Yang Wood, it's like a tree trunk. You keep on cutting it, it's actually going to be dulled by this tree trunk strong wood. So that doesn't help me getting stronger. And in terms of Yang Fire, fire melts and suppresses metal, so it doesn't play a role of helping myself. And the last little bit element staying in this February earthly branch month is Yang Earth. Even though we say technically Earth supports and grows metal, you would think it's a good thing, make me strong. But the unfortunate truth is Yang Earth, too much earth will actually make the metal buried, and especially the dry type of earth, it runs the risk of making the metal fragile and break it. So that's why, position number 6, the birth month, which plays a more dominant role in the Bazi chart, right? All the main qi is element that will make myself weaker. That's why the number one thing I want to see is a Yin Earth in my Bazi chart, because Yin Earth is this moist, nutritional earth. It has the goal of making me and supporting me, and it will make the daily master stronger. So if your February birth month people have a Yin Earth showing up in your Bazi, especially position 247, the position close to myself, is even better. It will make this supporting role more effective. And on the condition this daily master is not too weak, then I want Yang Water, because Yang Water plays this role of kind of washing away all the dirt and sand around me and reveal my true shiny and beauty of this Yin Metal. So for February born Yin Metal person, if you see those two things showing up in your Bazi, is a very good sign. For March born person, because the earthly branch for March is Yin Wood, it's very pure, it's 100% Yin Wood. It's based on the assumption that Yin Wood and Yin Metal are kind of similar weight. You have a scissor to cut like a plant or flowers, not gonna dull it. So the risk of this daily master being super weak is fairly low. So in that case, you want to see Yang Water in your Bazi to do its job of refining it, showing off its beauty. But Yang Wood is kind of a partner to this Yang Water. They're kind of a give and take relationship, because not only Yang Wood will take supporting energy from water because water grows wood, and it also plays a protection role backwards and give back to this water, because you want strong and usable water in your chart. And the number one enemy for water is earth, especially dry earth, because it not only muddies the water, it will actually restrain the speed and quantity of the water because earth suppresses water. And wood is a natural enemy of earth. It will actually loosen up the dirt, reducing the strength of the dirt, so that I'm gonna fight water's enemy for you. And in the meantime, you're gonna help me grow. So they're a really good partnership naturally to show up in the Bazi chart. Last but not least is the birth month of April. Because the dominant chi for April's earthy branch is earth. And as I said earlier, earth, if you have the right amount, is good because it still does a job of supporting my daily master. But naturally, metal doesn't like too much earth in the Bazi, because too much earth, too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. It will bury up and bury this metal deeper into the earth, and it's actually harder to uncover it. So one is good enough. That's why I still want to see water and wood showing up. And wood also plays a more important role of kind of defending against this earth to protect this water, so we can make this water element more useful. So that's kind of the conceptual steps of analyzing Bazi and what element you want to see showing up in the remaining 6 spots, and what constitutes a good Bazi chart. But each individual case might vary depending on the specific percentage of different elements and how they play like a delicate relationship with each other. So next episode, I'll share 3 case studies to further illustrate how to analyze Bazi. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.